That's 10 right now.
Right there.
That's good. No, you can just sit in your lap.
Okay, I was trying.
Welcome to Mary University.
You come in. We got a microphone. They can't hear you.
Because I realize when you hear it on a recording, it's always too loud. So. Hello. Good people. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for jumping on.
Miss Ellie, you made it early, girl.
Yes.
And clap. You go, girl. Happy Monday.
Yes. Thank you guys for joining. We appreciate you. Thank you, Miss Ellie. You come bearing gifts.
And
appreciate you. Thank you.
Hi, Crystal. Thank you for joining. Florida Good. Thank you for joining. Margaret. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you for the gift. Lady Lisa, thank you for joining. Mrs. Malone, welcome back, girl. Thank you for liking the live. It was great. It was great, Deandra. Thank you so much for asking. It was perfect. It was perfect. Hi, Kimmy. Hi, Lisa. Thank you for joining. Happy Monday, beautiful people. Yes. Yeah, it was nice. Thank you for asking, Deandra. Yes. All right, Country back on here. T Country. T Plumber, thank you for joining. Make sure y'all sharing to your share. Power, share, let the people know we're on. It's Monday. We got a whole week full of stuff, y'all. Somebody say they missed us.
So happy to finally catch us on the live.
Only Tracy, we're glad you called us too, girl. Yeah. Thank you.
It's good to be missed.
Yeah. Thank you. Hit the messages so we can Country. I can't say your last name on the Country. I can't say the last part of your name, Country. Kenny, did I say Kenny Rogers? Did I say Kenny Rogers? Yeah. Let's see. I don't know what it said. But make sure y'all share, power share. Somebody put hashtag FYP in them comments so get us out there. Y'all, we got a goal we need to meet today. Help us reach our goal. We appreciate all the gifts, all the likes. For those of you that are new here, let us know where you're joining from. All right, the doctor's in the house. Chocolate Cake is in the house. Tina Booth in the house. The Real 561 in the house. New Jersey in the house.
Harley.
All right, Harley. All right. New Jersey in the house. Hey, Jamaria.
Oh.
Hello. Right. How are you, beautiful?
Oh, that was my baby girl.
We have a Callie in the house.
Yes, all right, Callie.
Jamaria, your name is close to our baby girl's name. Her name is Jamara. Beautiful name. Hey, Tanya Law. Thank y'all. Huntsville, Texas in the house. Texas. Florida.
All right, Florida.
Elbows. Miss Big Chrissy.
Elbows. Where about in Florida?
Shan.
We're in Florida as well. I understand.
A real motivation.
Jamara. It is Jamara,
yeah. My daughter's name is Jamara.
Okay. All right, Palm Beach County.
Thank you for the
Appreciate you there, Palm Beach County.
I am Chastity Marie. Thank you for the heart me.
Dante. Larry Bibbins. Appreciate y'all.
There's 100 of us on here. If I can get all 100 of y'all to share to 10 of your friends.
Yes.
So we can get this word out. Today we have an awesome topic. An awesome tool to add to your marital toolbox, to add to your relationships.
Nisi, how you doing? I'm originally from Hollywood, Florida, just in New Jersey right now.
Okay.
All right, Country.
By way of Hollywood.
Yes, sir.
Y'all help us reach our goal. We need a goal up there. Got it pinned. Help us reach our goal today.
Yes,
we would appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
We're trying to move up in them level streets, whatever that look like, y'all. We're trying to figure it out. Y'all helped us reach 6K in a week and a half.
Yeah.
So help us reach today's goal.
NYC.
So we're going to do our housekeeping. It is 3:05. We already got 150 of us on here, and we at 1.6K. So keep tapping us up. Married 40 years. Praise God. Yeah. Congratulations. Indiana in the house for the first time.
All right.
That's
Sharif.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah,
make sure you get that notification bell so you won't miss us, y'all. We on every Monday through Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
So as y'all come on, it's 165 of us in here. Share the live to a friend or 10.
Yes.
Let them know we're on. And for those of you that are new and may not know, we have been married for 31 years. We have 4 adult daughters and 3 precious grandbabies. And yes, we provide marriage coaching, one-on-one coaching, and premarital. We love premarital.
Yes.
That's our big thing, is premarital coaching. We do all of those. If you would like coaching or some premarital or whatever it is, you a one-on-one, DM us consult so we can send you the link to request your free 30-minute consult. And we have other platforms that we are on. If you want information, and that other platform is a paid platform and one is not. If you want information for those platforms, just DM us info and we will send you the information to those platforms. And those ladies that are on the fence about joining the Patients of a Help Me group, y'all missing it. Y'all missing it. We had our first session this past Saturday. Our next one is this Saturday at 10 a.m. If you want to be a part of that group, you need to let me know because we're rolling. We are rolling.
Yeah. And so again, with the housekeeping, we have questions. We do Q&A at the end. Limited amount of Q&A, but the Q&A pertaining to the topic. So keep that in mind. Q&A pertaining to the topic. We don't go too far left or right. And what does that group say?
Jamaria, we'll answer that at the end.
Okay.
So we can get through the message.
Okay. So just hang tough, Jamera.
It's called the Patients of a Helpmate. That's what it's called. So we'll explain it later.
Yep. So again, try to keep your questions relative to the topic. So for those of you who want to stick around until the end, we we encourage you to stick around to the end so that you can get your questions answered. We'll do the best that we can, but again, we don't answer questions. We don't answer coaching questions through conversation. Yeah, like sometimes people will try to slide one in on you, but
Happy Monday.
There's nothing we can do on a live as it pertains to coaching. So if you need coaching, then just DM us consult. And if you need information on the additional platforms, then DM us info. So with that being said, we're gonna jump in. We're about 8 minutes in now, so that's plenty of time. We respect your time, cognizant of your time, and we want to give you the best value for your time. So today we're talking about
Brittany.
Conflict. Hey, Brittany, how you doing? Covenant over conflict. Covenant over conflict. And this is our safe space series. So how do you create a safe space in your marriage?
So let's give a definition of safe space first.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
Okay. So when we speak of safe spaces, y'all know we talk about this a lot. We mentioned this a lot. So when we talk about a safe space, we're not talking about a space that's a perfect place or without conflict. Okay, we're not talking about that. We're talking about a judge-free zone, a judge-free place. It's not a perfect place, but it's a safe place to share and be vulnerable. So a safe space is a relational environment where both spouses feel safe, secure, seen, heard, and valued. They feel free to express their thoughts, emotions, and struggles without fear of ridicule, punishment, withdrawal, that, or rejection. We're talking about creating a safe space. It's built on love, trust, patience, and mutual respect, allowing healing, growth, and connection to take place. Thank you for the heartbeat. In marriage, a safe place is not the absence of conflict, but it's the presence of grace and understanding. Again, we're talking about your spouse, creating a safe space in your marriage. Thank you for reposting. Safe spaces are not rooted in perfection. They allow room for mistakes and processing. Okay? They allow room for mistakes and processing where emotional safety and vulnerability can grow. We're talking about a safe space, creating the safe space. A safe space does not weaponize vulnerability. It's a space that is guarded by life-giving words and not harmful words. What you say and how you say it either creates or destroys a safe space. What is shared in trust and vulnerability is protected, not thrown back in the face later. A safe space is where truth can be spoken without fear, where emotions can be expressed without punishment, and healing can begin without shame. So before issues can be addressed, a safe place or safe space must exist so the marriage relationship can grow. So its safety comes before strategy. So that's what we mean by creating a safe space.
Right. All right. Safe space. Great job, baby.
Thank you.
So I don't know why she did a great job. But we're talking about covenant over conflict. Covenant over conflict. And again, this is our safe space series. So we're talking about how to create that safe space. My wife explained what a safe space is, but the basis of our teaching and the way we teach, you're going to need that safe space. So it's important that you know what it is and that you know how to build it and cultivate it, because it's going to be necessary in order to build your marriage the way you want it. A lot of times we jump in with all these different ideas and we try certain things and solutions, and that's good in and of itself. But if you don't have the safe space to be able to cultivate that and to nurture that, then really you're just kind of swinging in the dark.
And as we read the comments and we think about the comments and what we hear every week, a lot of you are complaining about certain things within your marriage, certain things not taking place, certain things about your spouse being emotionally disconnected. Certain, he won't talk, she won't talk, she shuts down. So we're talking about these issues, we're complaining about these issues. So what about a create space? Is your space safe for your spouse to open up, for you to open up? So that's why we put together this teaching on today, this little training, because again, you have to have a safe space to be able to open up and pour your heart out. I don't care who you are. It needs to be a safe environment to be able to do that.
Yep. So check this out, family. Most marriages don't feel unsafe because of yelling, cussing, and fussing. They feel unsafe because every disagreement feels like it's a threat to your marriage or to your relationship. Every time we get into it or we feel that little tension or that little pressure,
Hey, Monica.
It always feels as if this could be the last time. This could be the last one. This could be the big one. So we're here to create a safe space to ease that tension and to ease that pressure. We've learned sometimes the hard way.
Yeah, Nika.
And once we fixed it, the entire tone of our marriage changed. There were some lessons that some of you have learned the hard way. There are some lessons that we've learned the hard way. But once we made that adjustment, then things started to flow pretty smoothly. If conflict in your marriage feels like you versus your spouse instead of both of you versus the problem, then this is going to be not only the day for you, but the week for you.
Yeah.
So again, if you're having those conflict issues, the title for today is Covenant over Conflict. And again, if every time you argue, every time you have a disagreement, every time the communications get tight and tough, and you feel like this could be it, or it always goes left, then stick with us, ride with us for today, and then come back for the rest of this week.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be our
Thank you,
safe
Nika.
space series. Safe space series. So ride with us. Ride with us.
And again, we got a goal up there. If y'all can help us reach our goal, we would appreciate it.
So we've sat with many couples, and we've had these discussions about covenant over conflict, conflict resolution, or whatever you want to call it. Coach, what's happening? We've had these different conversations, and there's certain things we know to be true. One of the things,
thank you, Jen X.
One of the things that Monday through Thursday, one of the things that
Thank you, Brittany.
my wife often says is a conflict is only a conflict if you make it a conflict.
Yeah.
That's one of her favorite sayings.
Yeah.
Listen, everything doesn't have to be a conflict.
Thank you, Brittany.
It does not have to be a conflict. But if we choose to make it a conflict, or if our environment is not safe enough to foster that kind of recovery, then it's going to become a full-blown conflict.
Every time you're looking for a reason to fuss, looking for a reason, you won't listen to your spouse because you're ready to respond. That's not a safe space.
So here, I'm going to throw a couple things out, and I want you to go to the chat, share this in the chat.
Welcome,
if this
Stacey.
Fits one of the ways you feel, if this fits the way you feel within your marriage with your spouse. Arguments start small but feel big. Ooh. If that's you, put it in the chat.
Come in heavy.
Arguments start small but feel big. Okay, here's another one. Conversations turn defensive quickly. Conversations, they turn defensive quickly.
Thank you for the rose.
One or both of you shut down. I'm about to say it immediately.
Good.
One or both of you shut down.
Medina said yes.
Okay.
Riri said yes.
You start guarding yourself instead of guarding the marriage.
Ooh.
It's self-preservation at that point. Every man for himself. You just started having a conversation.
Did you say all of them?
That's how I feel. I'm there.
Y'all.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Well, check this out.
Wow.
It's not because you don't love each other.
Thank you, Coach.
But because conflict is started when it comes to a place where it's threatening the connection. Like the conflict, it gets you to that place, or it's gotten you guys to that place to where it threatens the connection. And that's where the hurt comes from. That's where the defensiveness comes from. We're not condoning certain actions. We're just trying to give you some insight into why you feel defensive, why you go on defense so quick. It's because you feel like the conflict is going to affect your connection. Like you've gotten to that point where, you're hanging on by a thread or two. So the next time we get into it, it feels like it's going to be the last time. So of course you're going to be defensive. It doesn't mean you don't love your spouse. Right. It doesn't mean you don't love your spouse. A lot of times we, you know what?
A lot of times it's been the track record.
Right.
Every time we do this, it always goes there. So you come in defensive.
Right.
You come in guarded because it always goes there. So it's easy to come into a conversation on guard or
already
on defense
loaded.
Because you already know where it's going. Like a lot of you have said in the comments, we already know where it's going. I could say one little thing and it gets blown all the way up. So you come into a conversation always guarded, always on 10, and already on defense.
Yeah. So it's tough to enter into. When it's time, when you hear those dreaded words, we need to talk. You already know where it's going. Everybody they grab their gloves, they grab their shield. Everybody goes on defense immediately. But what we're here to share with you today It don't have to always be like that because we're talking about covenant over conflict. Again, a conflict does not always have to be a conflict. You make it a conflict. If I say something to you that may rub you the wrong way, you don't have to respond in a way that feeds that fire. You can always extinguish it if you choose your words correctly. You can put the fire out if you choose to. If not, then you're gonna feed back into it, and now we have a full-blown conflict.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get into.
Thank you, Dave.
Okay, before we do that, I'm gonna ask you a question. And be honest with me now. Does conflict in your marriage feel safe or stressful? Does it feel safe or stressful? Do you feel like you and your spouse can sit down and honestly work out a conflict? Because I'm not putting the issue on the conflict.
Got a lot of stressfuls.
Okay, I'm not safe for me. Okay,
good.
That's good.
I'm glad it's
if
safe.
Something comes up, can you guys sit down and talk your way through it? So it's not about not having a conflict. You're gonna have conflicts. You're gonna have certain things that are gonna come up. So that's not the issue. Can you sit down and hash it out? Can you keep that thing from getting a 10? Can you keep it, like we see, stressful? Can you keep it at about a 2 or 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
1000% we do. Okay,
good.
Man. That's
good for you, Jen.
These are some great answers.
Yeah.
These are some
great answers. A lot of them are saying no. And that's why we're talking about creating a safe space. How can you? We're going to show you how you can create a safe space for these conversations. Again, it takes work. That space is not about perfection. That space is not about not having a conflict. Right. It's just creating a space to have it like mature adults, to have a beneficial conversation, to make it beneficial, to make it what it needs to be versus blowing up or coming in on defense. The both of you are already expecting negativity from the thing. So yeah, it does depend on the topic, but even in the topic, it still should be a safe space.
Yeah, Miss Stacy, I'm sorry, Miss Stacy, should it depend on the topic?
It shouldn't depend on the topic. I mean, there are some hard conversations.
Yeah.
There are some hard things that we have to talk about, but what we're talking about is it should not create tension. It shouldn't create a fight or argument or everybody on defense. We're trying to remove that part of it because when you come into the conversation on defense, you come in all ready to respond. You come in starting off with the past experiences, which you can do because that's the experience. We're trying to remove that. We're trying to get you to a safe space to where you don't have to come in on defense. A safe space to where you feel like you can be heard, like we said in the beginning. When you create a safe space, you're creating a space where you can be vulnerable. Yeah. You can speak and be heard. Your spouse can speak and be heard. So we're talking about creating this atmosphere, creating this space.
Yeah. So that's if it's a place where
I'm not healed, my walls are up.
Okay.
We get that. Yeah. But that's not when you have walls up, it's not a safe
space.
Not a safe space. And that's what we're talking about, how to bring those walls down. It's going to take two. It's going to take two.
So now if those walls come down for the both of you, then the space is safe, period.
It opens up.
What you're saying is good. What you're saying is true. But we're going to take it a couple steps beyond that, and we're going to speak to those walls. That's exactly what we're speaking to. We're speaking to knocking those walls down. So conflict is not the problem. Like we just discussed, conflict is not the problem. The problem is forgetting we're on the same side of the covenant when the conflict shows up. So instantly, the conflict is not the problem. What happens is one of the things that we shared, that my wife and I, we learned early in our marriage, was it's us against the problem. I didn't know it, and I didn't say it based on these topics and something I Googled and Man, we've been married for over 30 years. So it wasn't no Google at that point.
Nah.
But what I realized was in order for us to win the battle, we can't find ourselves fighting each other. So if we can join forces and deal with whatever's coming against us, then we stand a better chance. So for us, that's been a principle in our marriage for a lot of years. And it's worked for us. It's in our foundation. It works for us. And we're sharing that so that it can work for you. But you have to be in a place where, like the young lady mentioned, the walls have to come down. Because if I have walls up between my wife and I, then we can't even come together. So now the very thing that's coming against us as a couple, that comes against our marriage, it not only is divided, it's further dividing us. Because we're already
up.
Right. The wall is dividing us already.
The enemy didn't just start dividing you today. He started dividing you when you were not even aware. So he put things in place through strongholds, through offense, through things. So now that you are aware, you seem so far apart. He didn't just start doing these things today. You just became aware of it today.
And so now when life does happen and something comes up, when you go to reach for each other, then you didn't realize there was something between y'all that was hindering you. Or maybe you did. But it's going to take the two of you to deal with the issue. And if the two of you on the same side of the covenant can't deal with the issue, you definitely can't deal with it apart, alone.
Both of you have to do your part together. Both of you.
Yeah. So see, when we start not recognizing and not understanding that we are inadvertently against each other. Sometimes it's direct. Sometimes you don't even realize that the wall is there. But here are a couple of things that we can share with you that can kind of tip you off. When you go into an issue and it's about you winning the point, when there's a point to be made and you're trying to win the point
against your spouse,
then both of y'all lose. You'll never win the point. You might think you won the point, but I promise you, you may feel like you verbally said what you needed to say, but when it comes to the scoreboard, both of y'all get zeros. Neither one of y'all scored. I promise you, that's how it's going to turn out. You will not win a point and then your marriage wins. Now, if you're about winning points, then that's about you winning. But your marriage won't win. So you'll find yourself with a whole bunch of points by yourself. That's how it's going to turn out. So then understand, when you're trying to win, that's a sign that you guys are not on the same page. You're not together. Trying to be right, same thing as trying to win. When you hell bent on being right instead of getting it right, there's a difference. You being right and getting it right. Sometimes getting it right requires you to humble yourself. Sometimes getting it right requires you to compromise. Sometimes getting it right requires you to just shut your mouth. You don't have to say something every single time. Sometimes just be quiet. And then when the other spouse gets an understanding, when they get an understanding, think, okay, there we go. You don't have to voice it and make it known. Nah. You just gotta one up every time.
That's
you just looking for the win.
It's childish.
You're looking for the win for the both of us. You're looking for the win. If I win and my wife doesn't win, we both lose.
Blessings to you.
We both lose. So whatever it's going to take for us to win, then the marriage wins. Got to keep that in mind. And then when you come in, like we said earlier, already on defense. Already on defense. Do you understand what that does to your body? How stressful that is? Now when your spouse comes home, that needle automatically shoots up.
Are you already anxious?
Already. How healthy do you think? It's not healthy for your marriage emotionally, but I'm talking about how healthy is that for your body. You live like that. You literally live like that. Then you leave the house,
Clifford.
go to work,
Awesome.
and you could have a stressful job.
And you got to come home.
And then you come home to a stressful house.
Again, y'all, we're talking about creating a safe space. We have to figure out how to create a safe space to transform your marriage. All of you are desiring change and transformation in your marriage and your relationship. We have to figure out how to create a space for that. And cussing, fussing, arguing, and always somebody got to cut it out. One of you got to stop. If that's been the nature of your relationship for a while, then stop it. You stop. Yeah. Fool can't argue by himself.
So you saying it take two fools?
It take two.
Wow.
It takes two people to argue. It takes two people to argue. So you take ownership and accountability for your part.
Yeah.
For your part. And if you want to affect change in your marriage, stop doing what's not allowing you to make change in your marriage. If it's cussing, fussing, and arguing, then you stop.
Yeah.
You stop, and hopefully, eventually, he'll stop. Or you stop, and hopefully, eventually, she'll stop. See? So it'll work. It can work both ways, but you got to stop the bleeding somewhere. Even if you just got to put a Band-Aid on it for now. Just put a Band-Aid on them.
Take steps.
Just take baby steps. Okay? Because if this is how you've been doing it for years, that's become your way. You know, and you don't like it. No, who wants to come home fussing, fighting every day? That can make anybody tired. The kids tired of y'all. Y'all tired of y'all. The neighbors tired. The dog tired. The fish tired. The bird talking about you. Who, stop. You got to do your part. So if you want to change, then change. Change is not change until you changed. So just do your part and stop the bleeding. Put a Band-Aid on it. Put some patchwork for now.
Yeah.
Then you can move up later, but start somewhere.
Yeah, gotta
say it with me. I will not fuss and fight today. If you gotta say it every day, I will not argue today. I will not look for a reason to argue today. I will not respond negative today. I will hear clearly today. I will not pick a fight today. You got to say it every day. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Yeah. And you begin to give yourself life. You begin to encourage yourself in that. And if you do it one time, if you manage to do it one day, guess what? That means you can do it again.
Yeah.
So don't pick it back up because you did it one time. You do it one time. If you choose to bridle your tongue one time, if you choose to shut the hell up one time, that means you can do it again.
You can do it 2 times.
So don't pick it up because one time turned into 2 times, 2 into 3, a day into weeks, weeks into months, months into years.
Now you don't remember the last time you had an argument.
Now it's stupid. See, now I can't believe we was even exactly. Yeah. So just start somewhere. If it's just a Band-Aid, just start with the Band-Aid.
Boy, that's good stuff, though. That's good stuff. I mean, it's up to us. You choose it. So let's do one better because I saw the silent treatment in the comments earlier. Let's do one better than the silent treatment. Yeah. Let's choose our words.
Yeah.
Let's choose our words.
Silent treatment is passive aggressiveness. We're not talking about passive aggressive.
I mean, I don't even want to give it any credence, so I won't. But I can say I'll challenge you to do better.
Do
better than that. Do better than that. Choose your words on purpose. You can still say, I'm not fighting today.
I'm not.
So okay, that's fine. If you're not fighting today,
Clifford.
So if they come in through that door with that nonsense, then hey baby, how you doing? I miss you. How was your day?
Act like you ain't here. Okay, you want rice or mashed potatoes.
And just keep it moving.
Don't give it no life.
Just keep it moving.
You come in on fire, put your match away. Because you know what happened when that match hit that fire, it's gonna light too. So now y'all just
matching energy.
Put the match away.
So we're gonna share a couple of steps. So sometimes you have to pause the position. Again, sometimes you have to pause the position. Stop trying to be right. Stop trying to be seen. Stop trying to be heard.
Yeah, okay, I got your station.
And hear me when I say that. I'm saying it in the context of You have to be right. You have to be seen. You got to one up. You got to get the last word.
Mm-hmm.
That's the context I'm saying it in. Just pause that.
Yeah.
Pause it. And then consider what's an alternative to that.
Yeah.
Can't do it that way. It's not going to yield the result that you're looking for. Protect the covenant out loud. That's exactly what my wife just said. Say it. We're not fighting today. I'm not doing this. And I give you one better. Babe, we're on the same, listen, we're on the same team.
Same team.
I'm your wife. I'm your husband. Hey, same team. We can win together.
Yeah.
We got to do it together.
Mine too, Rocky.
Yeah.
Some of them grandmas, they taste your words before you spit them out. If it don't taste good to you,
yeah, that's old one. No,
yeah, that's old right there.
Yeah, she said same team. Yeah, same team is good, Tanya Smith.
Yeah.
Just that those are those safe words. Those are those words that can help bring that thing down some. Hey, babe, we on the same team. You know how much I love you. You know how much we could do together.
Yeah.
We on the same team. But it's okay. Protect your covenant out loud. Choose your words wisely. This removes the threat immediately. I give you one better. Come on, let's pray. Come on, let's pray. Let's pray about it.
As if y'all praying.
Hey, I'm just saying. For those who know, they know. For those who got it, get it. But that come on, let's pray. Yeah, that'll shut down a lot of stuff. So let's identify the real issue. She ain't the issue. Why are my words aimed at her? She's not the issue.
Yeah.
Why are her words aimed at me?
Yeah.
I'm not the issue.
Yeah.
There's the issue. That thing over there.
Yeah. Like, ask your spouse, like, do you like arguing? Like, literally ask them that. If y'all argue a lot, like, ask your spouse, do you really like arguing? Just see what they say. Or do you like coming into a house and do you always ask them the question that y'all are battling about? Ask them about it and start the dialogue. See, now you can talk about it. So now you can say something like,
if we love each
if you don't like it or whatever, then come up with a safe word. So safe word can be same team. So when you start to go into an argument and things start to get hyped because that's what you've always done, the key word to snap you out of it is same team. But y'all discuss that. So when you hear him say same team, it snaps you out of it. When you hear her say same, it's sometimes and you have to stop right there and let it go right there.
Yeah.
See, there's simple things that you can do, but you have to be in agreement. You know, you have to be in agreement. So just come up with some way, some break up the monotony.
Yeah. And again, we're talking about creating a safe space. This is the topic for today.
Hey,
we're talking about ways to create a safe space. Covenant over conflict. So for those who have been with us for a minute, you've heard us talk about covenant. You've heard us teach about covenant. What we mean when we say covenant over conflict is to choose to line up whatever the conflict is up against your covenant. So right where we are right now, we identify the real issue. So let's talk about what an issue could be. Whatever it is that's causing the conflict, that's the issue. So the husband or the wife may very well not even be the issue. But because the issue is between you guys, you're seeing each other without seeing it. Understand again, covenant over conflict.
Thank you for the heart, man.
Find out what the conflict is and then line it up against your covenant. Now, for those of you who may not understand what covenant is, some of y'all might be new to us in these lives, then we understand that covenant is the agreement that my wife and I entered into when we got married. It's a covenant. We are one. We're not the same, but we are one. Now, this covenant is not only horizontal, this covenant is vertical.
And not meant to be broken.
So we have a covenant I have a covenant with God. She has a covenant with God. We have a covenant with God, but we also have a covenant with one another. So within that covenant, there's a way that I treat her. I don't harm her with my words. I don't harm her with my hands. My intentions are not to harm her.
Yep.
My motive is not to harm her. Again, this is covenant. This is not based on how I feel. This is based on what I've committed to and what I decide to do.
You're not gonna always feel in love.
Mm-hmm.
That don't mean you don't love them. You're not gonna always feel it. You're two different people.
So this is what we mean. Hopefully you can grasp an understanding from that. This is what we mean when we say covenant over conflict. Conflict cannot match up with the covenant. It can't. So it gives the covenant the strength to be able to subdue the conflict. But again, we're in covenant. There is nothing between us. We're in covenant. There is nothing between us.
Thank you for the
so you have to fight to keep anything from getting in between you. There is an enemy that roams to and fro, seeking whom he may devour. If he could get between a husband and wife, he can create division. If he can create division, he can create divorce. If he can create division, he can create divorce. So you have to fight to keep him or the things that somebody put in the comment earlier, the fiery darts. You're absolutely right. You have to come together to shield your marriage from the fiery darts. Absolutely. Great point. Great point. So now, if we could keep stuff from getting between us, we can grow together stronger. We can get stronger and stronger in our marriage and in our bond. So now together, we can see anything that's coming.
Thank you for the heartbeat.
And if that thing that's coming toward us does not serve us, does not serve our marriage, then we are not dealing with it. I mean, a swift, painful death, not entertaining it. Well, baby, let's just, nope. Does this serve us? Yes or no? I say no. I look at my wife says no, then it's no. And then we're done with it. We deal with it immediately, but it's agreement. We're aligned in covenant. So that's the definition of covenant over conflict.
Choosing covenant.
Choosing
over
covenant.
conflict. You have to choose it. It's hanging there, but if you don't choose it, then you won't operate under it.
So again, that's the topic for today. So we speak from a safe place. I know that may sound a little, but we're making progress. So there were some people that responded that they can have a conversation, they can have a conflict and then work it out.
Yes.
So for those people, here's something for you as well. Just ensure that you continue to do that from that safe space. Don't let anything taint that space. For those of you who are close to that, learn how to speak from that place. Remember, we just talked about covenant. I do not harm her with the words from my mouth. I don't harm her with my words.
In Proverbs 31, for the wife said the law of kindness is on her lips. The heart of her husband safely trusts her because she causes him no harm. She does not strive to cause him harm.
We have to move like that. Stop thinking, hey, fellas, stop thinking that makes you soft. Stop thinking it makes you a simp. Stop. That's garbage. You're talking about your wife. So if you're worrying about what you look like outside of this covenant, you got a problem, dog.
Part of your covenant responsibility is cultivating your marriage, cultivating this safe space, cultivating a space to where your spouse feels safe. If the heart of your husband is to safely trust you, how can I create the space for him to safely trust me? How can I create the space for him to be vulnerable? How can I create the space for us to have?
How can you create the space for him? So you want me to be vulnerable?
Yes.
You want me to talk?
Yes.
You want me to open up more?
Yes.
Okay.
But when you have and you've done, I threw it back in your face, or I hit you below the belt, or I told my mom and my sister, my cousin, them about our conversation. So now that's not safe for him to open up or to safely trust my heart, because, and again, he comes in with defense because of that, because that's what happened in the past.
But you want me to open up though. I remember
then,
last time I opened up.
And then husband, you want your wife to open up. You want her to share. You want her to submit, but you beat across the head. You don't spend no time with her. You don't affirm her. You don't see her until you need her. Like you don't dwell with her with an understanding. She's more of a piece of property to you versus your mate, your spouse, your covenant partner, your wife. Wow. And you want her to submit. That's not safe. She feels like a maid. Somebody put that in the comments last week. She feels like a maid. She feels like the mother of his children is what somebody put in the comments last week. She said as a wife, she only feels like the mother of his children. So she don't even feel safe to be a wife. A safe space allows room for growth, mistakes.
Yeah, there's grace in there.
Grace in there.
Gotta sprinkle some grace.
Forgiveness.
In there.
See, it's a
patience. Yeah, patience as well, baby. Patience. See, those are the things that
we're complaining about. We're complaining about these things, and if you
understanding,
we want you to not put. This is not a place where you point fingers. This live is not about pointing fingers. We want you to recognize yourself and say, okay, how can I, with my perfect self, create a safe space for my husband? Okay, how can I do it? If you all are a couple that can talk and have good conversations, then this is a conversation to have, a safe space. Okay, so if some of you put in here that your communication is good, that you can talk, okay, awesome. Talk about creating safe spaces in every area, finances, children, rate, all of those things. Create that safe space. And then for those of you that conversations are hard or communication is hard, then you do your part to begin to create that safe space, and it will open up a safer space for the both of you.
Now you can take the next step to
that. So that safe space means you stop doing what you do that makes it unsafe.
That's good.
That you start doing what you need to stop doing that keeps it from being a safe space.
Right.
So you do your part. You keep consistently doing your part, intentionally doing your part, purposefully doing your part with the goal in mind. Then it'll create that safe space. Like we said, if y'all argue all the time, you can't argue by yourself. You can't argue by yourself. She can't argue by herself. Like you can't. So you just got to do your part.
So we're gonna speak from safety. So that means no insults. Want to create a safe space? No insults.
It's gonna be hard, Tanya.
Want to create a safe space? No history. No bringing up the past. No history lesson. That's not a safe space. No threats. See, we can, and I'm sure if I ask y'all can plug some comments in there as well. You can't build something safe from you can't build something positive from negative. So if you're always in a negative headspace, how then are you gonna build a positive safe space? So let's not always bring up the past. It's a tough place to talk about the future, to have an intent to move forward when we're always talking about the past.
And in math, a negative plus a positive is still a negative.
I ain't messing with that math.
A negative plus a negative is a negative. A negative times a positive is a negative. A positive times a positive. See, you have to remove the negativity to make it positive. And if you've always been doing this, this has been your habit, this has been your way. That's why we said part of creating that safe space is understanding and grace, because it's a process. Remember in the beginning, we said the safe space includes processing. The both of you room to process. You may process quicker than your spouse, but you still got to give grace, because both of you are going to need grace in certain areas to be able to create the safe space, stay in the safe space, and then have those hard conversations to where conflict is rising, and you choose covenant. It's a safe space. It gives room for mistakes. It's a new process. You're trying something new. So that means you have to unlearn certain behaviors, undo certain habits until you get it right. So you have to, that space has to have grace. But the goal is to stop the bleeding, to stop the bleeding with the goal in mind. But you have to give room for grace and mistakes with understanding, forgiveness. We work in this thing together. We know where we come from. We know where we come from. We might have a long road to go, but we both going.
Yeah.
We both have agreed to try this thing and do this thing, and we might have some bumps, but we're gonna both try. Got to start somewhere.
And that's awesome. But again, it's all works. All works.
I'm glad you're looking and listening. Good.
Profits.
Yeah.
So you gotta be willing to step into that place and do your work.
Yeah, you gotta try. You gotta start somewhere. We see a lot of comments in here, and they fall under the category yeah, but. As long as you but, and it's hard, but it's hard cause you're gonna stay. We're not saying that it's hard. It's not hard. We're not negating where you are and what you're feeling. We're not negating any of that. We know it's hard. We know you're the only one doing. We know all those things, but you gotta try something. We're just giving you some things to try. Some things to consider, put in place, do your part. That's all we're doing. We're not saying it's easy. I know it's easier said than done. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy for us either. But here we are 31 years later. If we would have given up in that space 25 years ago, we wouldn't be here today. But we're here today. So we are a living example, a living testimony of what we're talking about. That's why we're so passionate about it, because it can be done. We had to die to our flesh to be able to do this. I had to take my eyes off of what my husband wasn't, what he wasn't doing. I had to take my eyes off of all his imperfections, all those things, and focus on me. Focus on me. I can't control him. I couldn't control him. I still can't control him. He has to make the choice to do it himself. But we made the choice. Sometimes I was growing a little faster than him, and sometimes he was growing a little faster than me. Sometimes I made more mistakes than he did, and sometimes he made more mistakes than I did. But our goal that we had in front of us, we wrote the vision, we made it plain. We kept our eyes on the goal, and we said, no matter what, we're going to continue to try to fight towards this goal. Anytime you're in a fight, you swinging. You're going to get hit, you're going to get knocked down, you might get punched. But you fighting too. So if the devil's swinging at you, swing back. Don't just choose what it is.
On defense.
Go on offense. Swing back. Try it. That's all we're saying. Just try it.
You know how you punish disobedience? You punish disobedience with obedience.
Good job bringing your faith.
You punish disobedience with obedience.
That's good, man.
So if you want to break a cycle, you have to find what's the opposite of that cycle. You have to find the thing that's an alternative to the action. If you can find the thing that's an alternative to that particular action, then you can begin to go on offense and punish the thing that's been punishing you. But you have to do it.
I can't read it.
Okay. Say 7 years.
Jamie Belzer.
Okay, 7 years in a dating infidelity on his part, and we finally made the decision.
I think she said to bring God into it.
I
think she said you made the decision to bring God into. I think you're hitting it too far. Hit right on the decision part. Made the decision.
It's an arrow right
there. Yeah, we can't get to bring in our faith. That's what she said. And Jamie, that is the best decision you'll make, because a lot of these changes that we're talking about, we probably should have said this, but God has to be. When we talked about the covenant, my covenant relationship with God, his covenant relationship with God, and then our covenant relationship with God. And somebody put in the comments the 3-strand cord. That's what's going to make this doable. But we're trying to do it in and of ourselves. We're trying to do it in our flesh. And that's why we have the yeah, but and yeah, cuz. And that's why we have that, because we're trying to do it in and of ourselves. We say all the time, the Spirit of God and your flesh are never going to agree. So if you get rid of your flesh and allow the Spirit of God, according to your relationship with God, to lead you and guide you, that's where the transformation is going to gain its power. We can't do it in and of ourselves.
Yes,
we can't. We are nothing without Christ. Paul is saying it won't work without God. It won't. But you have to incorporate God into your life, into your relationship for this to even work. It's not going to work. And so thank you for sharing that, Jamie.
Yeah, and again, we hear you. Someone said, what if your partner is not willing to bring God to the format? This is not about your partner. We hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Don't misunderstand. I'm gonna answer this for my wife, because she answers this question every day, all day. We understand what you're saying, but understand what we're saying to you. Take your eyes off of your partner and put your eyes and your attention more on the Spirit of God. Then when you begin to focus on him, trust God enough to work on your spouse. Trust God enough. You do your part and let God do his part. That's the only guarantee, is that God is God. And if you trust him like that and you believe him like that, then allow the Spirit of God to do his own work. You know, when we were in our place, it wasn't my wife's, it was nothing she could do with me. Only thing we could have done was got in the flesh and went back and forth and really jacked things up.
Which we did for a while until I did what he's saying.
So I had to seek God for myself, and I did. I mean, I had to seek God for myself, and I did. My wife had to seek God for herself, and she did. I get what you're saying, but the point of the matter is, you're going to have to be responsible for you. And if you can do that and trust God to do his part, then you got something. But if you keep worrying about what the spouse is not doing, then that means you're not doing as well.
And it's not negating what the spouse is doing. He's doing it, and he don't want to bring it in. All of that's true. We're not saying anything about that. We're just saying the posture and the position you have to go to is the word of God. Because when I went to the word of God about our situation, God began to build me and equip me and give me insight onto how I need to do it. And I did it. I chose to do it. I chose to die to my flesh because my way wasn't working. And I chose to die to my flesh and just trust God at his word. It didn't make sense to me. I didn't understand it because what about him? But as I began to put my foot down and stand on the word of God, I began to see what God was talking about, which made me do more to affect change in my marriage, which made me allow God into my heart more. And I began to see things through the spiritual eyes versus my fleshly eyes.
Yeah.
I did it. Process. Like, I don't know how else I did it. And here we are at 31 years. So it works if you work it.
Yes. Thank you. He said, yes, understood.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you. So we're gonna do this because we can't leave you guys without some insight. We can't leave you without the value. Can't leave you without solutions. So here's what you can measure it by. Because if you can't measure your success or your work, then I'm not gonna say it's in vain, but you don't know how to proceed from that point.
Ms. Clemens says definitely it works. 20 years in. Yes, ma'am. Yes, it does. She knows.
Yes, ma'am. So here's when a marriage feels safe. When you've created that safe space, for those of you who are building, you taking your notes, you getting your information, and you ready to start doing this, here's when you will know when your space is safe. When your spouse knows that a disagreement won't cost them connection. When we could agree to disagree and then sit down and eat dinner together and continue on about our day, without them feelings and feeling some kind of way and all that, then that's when you know that safe space is being created.
I see you, Paula.
Yeah. Good looking out, Paula. Good looking out. So 2, conversations don't feel like traps. My wife did an awesome job at that for me. She constantly had to reassure me, baby, you can come off defense. Listen, this is not about an attack. Stop defending yourself as if I'm attacking you. All I'm seeking are answers and facts. We can get past answers and facts. We can get to solutions. We can get to healing. We can get to where we need to go. But if every time I ask you a question, you're on defense, or you feel as if it's an attack,
you let your emotions run you.
Right. We can't move beyond that. So again, when conversations don't feel like traps, vulnerability doesn't feel risky. Then that was the next step. See, we're sharing what we've learned. That was the next step. She kept creating a safer and safer and safer and safer, and the environment got more safer and the space got more safer. And then she would ask a question, and then I started talking, and now I'm listening to myself say things that I ain't think I was gonna say. Now I'm talking, and now I'm talking, and now I'm looking at her, and she's exhaling, and now she's getting answers, and now she can check some stuff off, and now she can put some things away, because the space got safer and safer and safer. And let's not just make it about wives to husbands. Husbands, you have a responsibility in this as well, because if you can create a safe space in your home, you'll get a better version of your wife.
Or if you do the work, she's creating the safe space to make it safe for you, and you refuse to get safe, then you're not doing your part. Your part as a response to that is also helping to create the safe space. But if she's creating this space and you keep fighting, or bucking, it's still not going to be a safe space.
Yep. So you have a responsibility in this. And again, we don't want to just put all this pressure on the wives. Now, every day we get off these lives, these women feel like they got 10 more things to do. Monday we added 10 more, and Tuesday's gonna be 10 more. They're come on, man. There's only so much they can carry. So we can relieve, we can take 30, 40, 50 of them things off of their shoulders if we get our ish together. So we have a responsibility as well to create a safe environment for our wives. We have that. Thank you. The men got to step up. Yes. We have a responsibility as well.
We're not ignoring your questions. We're going to be answering questions in a minute. We answer questions at the end, so we are not ignoring you. Please try to hold them and repost them in a minute.
The relationship never feels at risk doing hard talks, and that was with everything that I shared about myself. It got to the place where I was confident that at the end of this conversation, our marriage is not going to be over. Like sometimes I thought, boy, if I start talking right now, it's a chance my marriage could be over. Nope. The space kept getting safer and safer and safer and safer. Then I would say one thing, and then two things, and then three things, and then now we're having conversations. Now back and forth.
Motivated by results.
Back and forth. Now you see the bond get stronger. The relations within the relationship, it starts getting better. The walls start getting down, coming down, and it starts to feel like, okay, I can do this. Safe space. Safe space. So we're gonna give some more value, then we're gonna get ready to close out. We already passed. So you just want to hold here? Okay.
You can say them. I like the value.
Yeah, so we're going to give you a little value. Just hear me when I say this. When you practice this as couples, when you practice this, the enemy disappears from the room. He's not going to disappear forever. But as you come together, you make a stand, and you start to implement these things, then he has to back up
And
because
bring
you've
God into
gone
the situation.
right. Thank you. And if
Mhm.
you didn't hear her say your covenant cooperation, your agreement, it allows the Spirit of God to come into the space.
Mhm.
It allows him to come into the room.
Mhm.
Now the enemy has to back up because you've agreed. You're in that covenant agreement. And God has, the Holy Spirit has that responsibility
Takes up the space.
to move on your behalf. And he takes up, thank you.
Mhm.
The conversations, they slow down and they get a little softer. See, normally them conversations, they're 100 miles per hour and they tight.
And
they
hot.
sharp and they hot and they
Mhm.
hitting, and every time
Locked
they
and
hit,
loaded.
yes, sir. Now the conversations, they slow down
Mhm.
and they get softer. Now you can
A
hear a
soft
little
answer
better.
turns away
Turns away
wrath.
wrath
That's a
every time.
scripture.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Trust starts rebuilding naturally. You start believing it. Man, if I create this safe space, I'm seeing the more I create it, the more result I get. The more I create it, the more result. Trust starts to rebuild naturally between you two and trust in the process.
Mhm.
Emotional walls come down. Emotional walls come down.
Mhm.
You start tearing down your own walls. Emotional walls come
Especially
down.
when you listen to the Holy Spirit. You invite God in and you allow God to lead you and guide you. He gonna tell you. Now it's gonna be up to you to listen to him, but he's gonna tell you, don't say it. And I know he's told you some of that sometime anyway. Don't say it, but that flesh be like, I couldn't help it.
Can't let this go.
Okay.
So,
okay.
and then intimacy improves without forcing it. You find yourself more intimate. You find yourself more affectionate. You find yourself more loving.
Wanting to be.
It's a natural thing.
Yeah.
So again, this is what happens when you start. Yes, when you start to create that, you actually put the rubber to the road. You actually pick the bricks up, and you begin to do it. Then these things begin to happen. So that's what happens in retrospect. When we talked about a few minutes ago, we were talking about the yeah buts. See, when you function in that yeah but stage, nothing can happen when it's a yeah but. When you start doing it, then things start moving. As long as you yeah but, then everything stays exactly
or what
the same.
if everything, or you constantly bring up the past. Like we said, we're not saying the past didn't happen. We're not saying that your yeah but ain't wrong. It is wrong. We're not saying that. We're talking about changing the situation, changing the atmosphere. When you create a safe space, that means that safety has returned to the marriage. See, right now your marriage is teeter-tottering and it's rough around the edges because neither one of you feels safe. And if you're tired of that feeling, then you got to change it. Like you got to do what you can do to change it. Marriage is about a partnership, an agreement, a covenant agreement. So you have to work together. Your covenant, part of your covenant responsibility, your relationship with God, is that you work on your covenant regardless of what your spouse does, because it's your personal relationship with God. His personal relationship with God ain't got nothing to do with me, but he's required to work on his covenant relationship with God regardless of me working on mine. He still got to work on his. We should be both working on them, but if I don't and he does, he's supposed to. My relationship with God doesn't have anything to do with his relationship with God. I want him to have his relationship with God. We both have a relationship with God. But what he does or don't do, don't stop what I do or don't do with my covenant relationship, because at the end of the day, we all have to stand and give an account to everything we said and did. We're not going to stand on Judgment Day together, right, as husband and wife. I'm going to stand Judgment Day as Paula. And God gonna call me on Paula's stuff, not the marriage. He's gonna call me on how I handled the marriage, how I stewarded my relationship in the marriage, how I stewarded my role as a wife. He's gonna call me on that. He's not gonna call us. We're not gonna go together and then stand together to in front of God, and he's gonna ask us. No. I ain't got a heaven or hell to put him in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stand before God for my own stuff. And he's going to ask me, okay, when you heard that teaching on TikTok that time, and they was telling you how to create that safe space, and you didn't do it, why? I'm just saying, I don't know how it goes because I ain't died and went to heaven. But I don't want to give an account to something that, see? So that puts the responsibility on me to do my part. If I do my part, he does his part, we doing our part, we good, we rolling. We're in covenant agreement. We're doing it. But if he don't do his, I still got to do mine. I still have to do what 1 Peter 3 says. I still have to make sure my conduct and my actions are honorable to God. I still have to do that. I still have to honor my vow that I took. I still have to do that. So that's all we're saying. We're not negating what you've been through. We're not saying what you're hurt. We're not saying that. But if you're tired of it, you're complaining about it over and over, then do something about it.
Yeah.
And we're just giving you the tools to try.
Yep. Man, that's it though. In a nutshell. So we're gonna get into our Q&A portion right now. If you have any questions concerning covenant over conflict
or creating a safe space,
then please, this is the time to ask your questions. This is the time.
We're not going to be able to get to all of them. Yeah, Sharon said, that's right. Do something about it.
Yes, sir. And talking about it ain't the
complaining about it. It's not it. It's action. Action over complaining. I have excuses too, but I don't use them. I have excuses. I don't use them. I have complaints. I don't voice them.
Yep.
If it's not gonna build,
they don't build.
Yeah, if it's not gonna build, why? If it's just gonna add to the situation or make it worse, I'm not gonna do it.
How do you create a safe space when the conversation starts with accusation?
Does it always start with accusation? It sounds like it always starts with accusations, and that is hard. But Tamara, that goes right back to not giving into the offense and not necessarily bracing for that, but standing strong on what God is telling you. So don't give into the offense of the accusation. Sometimes trying to have that conversation and it starts with that. Don't even give that any attention. Like don't even give that the accusation. Don't even give it any life. Just stick to the goal of what the conversation is about.
Yep.
And see, that's how you begin to create that safe space, not only for you, but the situation at hand. Yep. And again, this space includes grace and processing. Okay. You can literally say, that's not what we're talking about. I understand what you're saying, even though, throw that out there.
Well, that's not true.
But this is what we're doing. So you don't have to go back and forth with the accusation, and you don't have to try to prove yourself in this safe space. Okay. You can get off of that. Okay.
How does one move on after one unalives?
That's not creating a safe space. So we're going to move on to the next one.
I have a bad habit of bringing up so it says, I have a bad habit of bringing up the past. How can I stop doing that? And I can't get to it was
gingerbread.
A little bit more.
I want you to answer that question yourself.
And okay, I know I hurt my husband. Yeah.
I want you to answer that yourself. Put the answer to that in the comments. You know it. Answer that yourself.
Yeah. And we understand.
Yeah.
Please don't be offended. We understand. But yeah,
get that message. Answer that yourself in the comments.
That's an easy one right there. Nah, it won't move. Okay.
It just move down the bottom. Yeah. Did she answer it?
The past because of his son. Didn't like when we first married. Yeah, but that's still okay.
Past is because his son didn't like me when we first got. How old is the son? Is the son an adult? Does the son live with you? Again, I want you to answer that question because you said, how can I stop bringing up the past? No, Nikki, we didn't see it. We try to catch him, y'all. So Gingerbread.
He was 9, now he's 18. All right, Gingerbread.
So why do you keep? You have to ask yourself why you keep wanting to bring up the past. Because if you want to stop bringing up the past, and I don't need to sound harsh, stop bringing up the past. Mm-hmm. That's again, we said in order to change, you have to stop. You have to make up in your mind to stop doing something. So if you don't want to bring up the past, then don't bring up the past and just stay there. Put a Band-Aid on that. Just every time you go to bring it up, say, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. It seems like you need to release the hurt of whatever that situation with the son caused. You may need to release that, forgive, and move forward. Sometimes that's hard to do, but that may be a reason why you keep doing that.
How can I create a safe space when I don't feel safe emotionally myself? And I don't argue anymore. So how can I create a safe space when I don't feel safe emotionally myself? And she said, I don't argue anymore. Yeah. Well, in this particular context, I mean, mm-hmm. without having a lot of information on this, I mean, you're trying to create a safe space, but you don't feel safe. Well, then the first thing that has to happen is you're going to have a conversation about what this safe space looks like, because you're not going to gain any ground if neither one of you are willing to make a safe space. You're just saying you can't do it because you don't feel safe. And obviously your spouse is not creating a safe space because you don't feel safe.
A safe space starts with a conversation. Mm-hmm. It starts with a conversation and then you go from there. I don't know if you've had a conversation about a safe space, about mm-hmm. how you feel. If you haven't had those conversations, mm-hmm. then you won't be able to create a safe space. So you may need to have a conversation about what you've learned today as far as it pertains to creating a safe space, and then go from there.
She said they're in a spiritual battle and he doesn't want, I guess he doesn't want my prayers.
Yeah, because he don't want them don't mean you don't do them.
Yeah,
you may not just don't do them with him.
Yeah, don't do it.
But there is power in a praying wife. Yeah. So just because he don't want them because he's in a battle, mm-hmm. then that should dictate your prayer. Mm-hmm. That should dictate your prayer of warfare to cover your husband and his mind.
And that's not him not wanting them.
Yeah, that may not be him. So.
Oh, he said he wants my prayers. Still pray for your husband.
Yes. I misunderstood that.
No, she came back and corrected.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We pray every night. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Continue to pray.
Perfect.
Yeah, your safe space will begin to reveal itself. Just keep on praying.
Keep praying and hearing the voice of God, and he'll continue to give you the next steps. God's timing is always perfect. Mm-hmm. God's timing is always perfect. Mm-hmm. So I think Gingerbread said a comment.
Gingerbread said, yes, ma'am, you're right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Again, remember we talked about, guys,
yes.
You got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere, even if it's just a Band-Aid. Okay, we don't do patchwork. We don't do temporary fixes. We don't do that. But sometimes you have to start with a Band-Aid. Sometimes you can't even get a Band-Aid. You might need to just apply some pressure to stop the bleeding. And then when it stops bleeding, go grab a Band-Aid until you can move up to something. Mm-hmm. Some of you are dealing with deeper things than the safe space is going to be able to handle.
Yeah, that's a great point.
You know, I mean, you're creating a safe space, great, but you still got some things that you have to deal with. And that's why we say you have to have a relationship with God, because you won't be able to build a safe space with an unsafe mindset or something that's a stronghold that's keeping you from doing it the way it needs to be done, because that's going to spill over in it. You're not going to be able to handle the offense or the tone or the things that the enemy has crept in and set up in your life. He's not going to be able to do it. You're not going to be able to create a safe space while dealing with offense. Mm-hmm. You're not going to be able to create a safe space dealing with resentment, dealing with bitterness, dealing with envy, you're gonna have to let those things go because you can't bring those things into a safe space.
Mm-hmm. So is it possible that two stubborn people can
Yep.
work out? Absolutely.
Yep.
Stubborn just means you refuse to die to your flesh.
Stubborn is a character flaw.
Yeah.
It's not an identity.
Nah.
Don't make it your identity because you said two stubborn people.
Yeah.
So that means one of y'all know y'all stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes back to, if you don't want to be stubborn,
stop
being stubborn.
Yeah.
So if you know you're stubborn, why are you stubborn? Just start there.
What are you trying to hold on to?
Yeah.
Or why are you trying to impose, certain things? That's being stubborn.
That's what stubborn is.
Yeah.
Y'all doing this. Okay. Stop doing this. You stop doing it.
Mm-hmm. And now he has nothing to bump up against. Remove yourself from the equation. And that meaning you stop doing it. Now he has no one to bump up against.
It sounds comical and it sounds like, we'll just do this. Some of it is just do that.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you have to die to your flesh. You have to die to your will for wanting to be that.
Mm-hmm.
Your will for making sure you do that. You have to address that. You're not going to be able to create a safe space unless you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because your flesh, that's flesh. You're not going to be able to do it. When you give your life to Christ and you operate under your covenant relationship with God, God going to come at your flesh. He ain't going to say nothing about your husband. He's going to come at your flesh individually, because that's what he needs to be able to work through, to be able to get through. So a lot of time we want God to do this stuff, but he got to go through so much hell to get to us, to be able to work through us.
And if we want to help him, then die to your flesh.
You got to die to your flesh. Yeah. You got to give your life to Christ. Give myself away. You have to do that. Or it's going to continue to be a struggle. It's going to continue to be a struggle if you don't give your life to Christ. If you don't allow God into your most inward places to put truth. Say he desires truth in your most inward places. The truth. Some of us are not true to ourselves. You're not true. You're covering it up and you're fighting with your flesh and you're operating from that place. You're not being true. Take yourself to God and ask God to open you up and reveal himself to you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad you came across too, Choo-Choo. Yeah. I mean, y'all, we don't know no other way to say it, but this is what you have to do. You can continue trying it your way. That's on you. That's on you. But if you try it God's way, just try it. See if it works. Yeah. God know you trying it. Yeah. Just see and try more than once.
And what do you have to lose?
Try it just as much as you try to be the other way. Take that same strength that you do to be stubborn, and that same strength you put up to be right, and that same strength you put up to uphold your character and your identity and that kind of stuff. Put it into allowing God to help you. That same strength.
Yeah. And again, let's try to keep our questions on topic. I mean, this is TikTok, and people are free to just join and jump on, but there are some questions on here that
thank you, fun
that we can't provide answers to everybody's questions in everybody's situation. So that's why we alluded to trying to stay close to the topic at hand. We just can't answer every single question that people ask. So no, we wasn't talking to you, Tay. That's not what it's about.
No, that wasn't at you, Tay.
There's a lot more questions. Yeah, it was a lot more questions, So we just want you to understand that, there's the people that know.
Yeah.
Thank you,
fun size.
Thank you. So again, if you guys have any questions relevant to what the topic of discussion was being.
Married at an older age is challenging. Showing up for me to help us. Keep coming. Keep showing up, Miss Deb. That's what it's all about. Getting the teaching that you need, the help that you need, being teachable. You can do it. If you let's make sure you put God as first in your life so he can lead you and guide you. Proverbs chapter 3 says, trust the Lord with all of your heart. Lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path.
Yes,
It's
if
self-explanatory.
if you hit us if you DM us consult, then yes, Shay 57, go Shay or Shy DM us consult, DM us consult, and then put your email address with that.
But Shy, we do not provide free services.
Nah.
So the consult is free, but if you decide to move forward, our services cost.
Yeah.
So before you waste your time or hours, just know that if you decide to move forward after the consult,
it's not free.
It's not free. It's not $1 million, but it's not free. So just know that going forward, we don't provide free coaching. Okay. So that way you can, make a well-informed decision to proceed.
So if you guys have any more questions, then this will be a great time. If not,
you're welcome, Lady Parat. Also, for the ladies that was had questions about the Patients of a Helpmate group, I think Paula said something earlier in the comment. I saw some questions about it. The Patients of a Helpmate is a group that I formed for wives, and it is strictly for wives. It's an exclusive group on our paid platform where we meet every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Our first meeting was last Saturday, and it was amazing. Our next one is this Saturday. If you desire information about joining that group, like we always say, it is less than a set of nails, less than a field to join that platform. And it is an exclusive platform, private platform for wives and wives only, where we can be heard, we can support one another. Yes, fiancés can definitely join that platform, Jamara. Yes, definitely so. But it's a platform for wives to be heard, to listen, to be empowered, encouraged. We're talking wife stuff. We're talking wife. We're not husband bashing. We're not marriage bashing. It is the patience of a helpmate. So we're learning how to be patient. We're learning about our role as a helpmate. We're learning those things, and we're iron sharpening iron. Again, I've been married 31 years, and I understand what that patience looks like. There's another lady that was there. She's been married 30 years. So it's 8 years, 9 years. So it's just us coming together to empower one another. Some of us need to be heard. Some of you need to vent a little bit, just to get some encouragement and some empowerment. That's what it's created for. So if you're interested in that, just DM helpmate. Please include your email address. I cannot email it to you without your email address. And I'm getting a little weary at chasing you for your email address. I don't have the time to do that. So please, if you are interested in that program, please DM helpmate with your email address, and I will email you the information to join. It does cost, but like I said, it's costs less than a set of nails.
The field.
So it's up to you. It's up to you. But we meet every Saturday morning on that platform at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think Saturday was about an hour and a half, and we just talked back and forth, and we asked questions, I answered questions, and we just talked. It was a bunch of wives. So you have to DM, private message us helpmate with your email address. Direct message helpmate with your email address.
DM in the messages. So again, that's man, that's
You're
help.
welcome, Michelle.
That's help that's available. Jamara. That's help that's available. You can't continue to complain about issues and problems, and then when solutions come along, now you're not willing to invest in what's needed in order to provide a solution for what you're going through.
That helpmate group is 10 a.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
Now, I'll also say this. Some of you are not able to afford coaching or counseling or therapy. Joining that platform, it has a small fee monthly. You do get a little more access to us one-on-one on that platform as part of your membership. So for those of you that can't afford coaching or therapy, that may be an option for you to join that platform. Now, we can't do hours of coaching for that price, but you do get a little more one-on-one access to us in that platform. So you might want to consider that as well. And it's weekly encouragement, weekly, corners and stuff like that. And you'll see once you go to, we send you the link and you check out the platform, you'll see it.
So
first time seeing y'all. Are you all licensed? We are ordained ministers, Rochelle.
With 31 years of marriage. Yep. So that's where we stand at this point. My wife is a full-time student.
I'm almost at my bachelor's for psychology.
Yep. So we are moving in that direction.
Yes.
So hopefully that answered your question. So
you're welcome.
Thank you. All right. So with that being said, again, if you need coaching, coaching is available. We have premarital.
Thank you, Tamara.
We have premarital, which we love premarital. We have premarital. We will give you guys.
Thank you, Paula.
We will give you guys before this weekend a more pertinent information to our next premarital group session. We do it in groups.
Thank you, Loretta.
So with that being said, we'll open it up for 25 couples to join that particular group. The groups will be
fun size.
Live Zooms. The groups cost as well. It'll be per couple and it needs to be paid in full. But again, we'll give you all of the information so that you can, you can count up the costs and talk with each other and do all those things. But we also do marriage coaching. So that's marriage coaching couple to couple and also individually, meaning husband and husband, wife and wife.
Yes.
So we do that as well. So if you're interested, then DM us consult. If you are interested, DM consult. The consult is free, but the services are not. Now, the disclaimer is my wife is actively creating a wait list. So if this is something you feel like you need, we ain't just hitting you with the marketing.
This is not a sales
jargon.
pitch.
This is not a sales pitch. This is the reality of it. Because of this 3 p.m. Group.
Yeah.
They've been a blessing to us, and we've gained a lot of business.
Full load.
Yes, from this particular group. Yeah. So we appreciate it. But now, like I said, my wife is actively creating a wait list, and it'll be in effect probably within the next two couples.
Probably by the end of this week.
Yeah, whoever comes on here and ready to go all the way through to the process, then we'll pull you in and maybe one more couple, and then it'll have to be a wait list.
We had a couple in, and already the spot is already filled.
So again, like my wife said, it's not marketing talk trying to sell you something. It's just the reality of it. So if you feel like you need that service, if I was you, I would not wait. Consult, DM us consult, and then we can move forward with the information you need. So with that being said, it is our custom to close our lives with prayer. So
hey, Southern Sweetie, how are you?
If all hearts and minds are clear.
This replay will be on the red box that ends in 2 tomorrow. So if you missed this live, you can catch it on that red box that ends in 2 tomorrow. Same name.
Same name.
Married University.
Yes, sir. All right. So, Father, we thank you for this day, this time, for this opportunity. We thank you for every household that's represented here, every husband, every wife. We speak life over every family, over their children, over their business, over their possessions. We thank you that your hand of protection is upon them.
Yes.
We thank you that the angels of the Lord go before them and make every crooked place straight.
Thank you.
We speak life over their marriage. We speak life over their covenant. We speak life over their foundation. We speak life to that husband that's disconnected. We speak life to that wife that's at her wit's end.
Yeah.
We decree and declare that what the Lord has brought together, what God has put together, that no man can tear it asunder.
Amen.
We decree and declare that no weapon formed against them shall prosper. We decree and declare that what the enemy meant for their bad, what he meant for their harm, what he meant to divide them and to create divorce, that God will turn that thing around and use it to strengthen them and to bless them and to give them purpose, vision, and insight toward their destiny.
Yes.
So with that, Lord, we thank you and we give you praise and glory in Jesus' name. Amen.
All right. See
so
y'all
we'll
tomorrow.
Be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Y'all take care.
Bye.